And after Russia renewed its attack on many western cities of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky is now looking towards the West for help. The war-torn country needs more weapons, faster deliveries, and it seems like the allies are listening. G7 countries are back to their as long as it takes approach. Our next report gets you more.
Sirens blared and Kyiv residents took cover underground from Russian missiles for a second day in Moscow's biggest aerial offensive since the start of its invasion on February 24th. Russian missiles again hit Ukrainian cities Tuesday, but with less intensity than Monday, when dozens of strikes killed at least 19 people, wounded more than 100, and knocked out power supplies across the country. Strikes the United Nations said may amount to war crimes. In a virtual meeting Tuesday, G7 leaders from the United States, Germany, France, Japan, Britain, Italy, and Canada vowed to support Kyiv for as long as it takes. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky urged the group for more powerful weapons and faster deliveries.
The first point is defense support, air shield for Ukraine. This is a part of the security guarantees that are an element of our peace formula. When Ukraine receives a sufficient quantity of modern and effective air defense systems, the key element of Russia's terror, rocket strikes, will cease to work.
Ukraine on Tuesday received the first of 4 Iris-T air defense systems Germany promised to supply, a German defense ministry source said. The White House later said the United States was speeding up the shipment of sophisticated NASAMS air defense systems to Ukraine. The new weapons come as Russian President Vladimir Putin, who is facing increasing pressure at home to ramp up the war, vowed revenge after a massive explosion last weekend damaged a critical bridge connecting Russia to annexed Crimea. NATO said Tuesday it was closely monitoring Russia's nuclear forces following a string of Russian battlefield defeats, and that the allies were also boosting security around key infrastructure after recent attacks on Baltic Sea gas pipelines. Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg.
Ukraine has the momentum and continues to make significant gains, while Russia is increasingly resorting to horrific and indiscriminate attacks on civilians and critical infrastructure.
Ukraine has accused Russian troops of committing atrocities in occupied territories, a charge Moscow denies. Moscow, which calls its actions in Ukraine a special military operation, has accused the West of prolonging the conflict by supporting Kyiv.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.